My name is Elias Jimmy Perales. I was raised right here in Gilroy, San Martin area, but Gilroy is my home. I grew up here. I lived in San Jose for a couple years, but Gilroy is where my heart's at. The reason I got into barbering was when I was like 15, that's when I started. But when I was like 10 to like up to 15, I was always in the barber shop with my dad, my two brothers. So for me, just like looking around and seeing like the environment, like seeing like, I don't know, I just liked it, the music. My dad's a DJ, so like I like the music, I like the clean fades. So for me, I knew it was like somewhere I always liked to be because I would be there for hours. But finally, when I, like drew interest into it, when I think I just started like buying clippers on my own and just lining myself up. I just started up with like cleaning up my lines, and then I kept getting more curious and messed a couple people up for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, it's been 11 years now. So 11 years I've been cutting hair, and it's flew by for sure. Like I love doing it. I love meeting new people. I think that's what keeps me like in love and wanting to teach like more students too, is because like I just love meeting people, and I think just like changing the student's life, because I know how much it changed my life. So it helped me out a lot.
My name is Ricky Uribe. I'm from Gilroy, California, and I'm the co-owner of South Bay Barber Institute.
Look, say hi to the camera. Here's everybody from Mexico.
So I started barbering when I was 14 years old. Yeah, so I started super young. The reason why I started cutting hair was one of my friends from school. He actually started cutting hair a little bit before me. It was actually my business partner, co-owner, Jimmy. And at that time I was playing football, and I had gotten an injury to where it didn't allow me to play for the rest of the season. So when I started cutting hair, it was just kind of a way to, I guess pass the time and still connect with some of the guys on the football team and in school.
Yeah, I think when we first met, like same thing, me and Ricky met first grade. I think he was like in kindergarten. But when we first met, I think Ricky was more like, he was like background guy. Like I was best friends with like his brother at the time. So it was more like he's the younger brother, And then we just kept hanging out all together, and like we became like, I feel like a little three musketeer group. We did everything, ride bikes, skateboards, scooters, and then eventually me and him, ran into barbering.
We started in the garage, right? We didn't have, I didn't have this in mind when I started cutting hair 10 years ago, right? But I knew that I wanted to do something. I knew that I wanted to create something, build something, help people, and I want others to have that same feeling.
My name is Pedro Jose. I come from a country in Central America. Okay, so Cyber Barber Institute has done a lot for me, especially because I'm only here with my brother, so I don't have that many people to share my life with over here. So I always feel like I have people around me in South Bay, I feel like I can talk with instructors, I can talk with the owners, I can talk with the students. So it just feels like a big family in there, So it's a cool feeling, Some days it feels like work, other days it feels like you're just kicking it with the family, Just having a good time, Especially when you get walk-ins, regulars, they already know each other, and they just come to have a good time.
I feel like that's what barbering will do to you. Like, you just grow into yourself more, and you feel more you just feel more certain in your own shoes, If you're someone that likes to dress up more classic, you're gonna start feeling more comfortable to come to school like that because people have your back. If you're someone that likes more like streetwear, that type of fashion, you're gonna come in wearing that. And obviously we're talking about clothing, but if you're able to do that and come into school and just feel like yourself, that energy is gonna carry you into all aspects of life.
For me, barbering is like community. The community is everything. I think, when I walk into a barber shop, that's where you're looking for the music, the energy. You see, the different stages of life. Like you see the young kids walking in, you see the older guys. To me, barbering is the community. It's the cornerstone of every community. And when everyone walks in, they should get a glimpse of what the city is like or what the area is like. And I feel like, here at the school, that's what we try to bring. When someone walks in here, they get a good idea of what Gilroy is or what barbering is. And especially now, modern day barbering, I feel like we have a good mix of the old school kind of feel barbershop mixed with the new So for me, that's what makes me happy. Like we're able to bring that, you know, bring our vision to life.
I think for me, I want to leave the legacy, and I want people to walk in this building and I want them to feel like they can do whatever they want to do. I really want them to come in here and I really want them to feel free and open to their ideas, their hopes, their dreams. It doesn't matter if it takes you longer to learn how to cut. It doesn't matter if you learn how to cut in 6 months or 2 years. The biggest thing is, how are you making people feel when they come into your chair? It's like my parents from day one have always made me feel like I can do anything that I wanted. They never judged me. They gave me advice growing up, but my parents never, you know, like they let me make mistakes and they gave me encouragement even though they didn't fully agree on what I was doing. And that is power. That's powerful when your parents they let you make mistakes, they support you. And I want that same environment in here for students. Because my ideas and the things that I want, it's not really about that. It's about the students and what they end up doing.
For me, it just feels good to put back in something that, you know, this area raised me. So being able to do something for this area and knowing that we might retire off this one day, 30, 40 years, who knows when. And like, this is still gonna be here. And like all the barbers we're creating right now, they're gonna go open up shops, hopefully schools. And we're gonna be able to sit back and be like, dang, like, that we're not taking credit for it, but just be able to just look back and like, I was able to like see him when he was first picking up a clipper. And I think like, as far as legacy, like to me, that's like everything. To be able to just go walk by and like, dang, like you grew, you know, it's like watching a child grow. Like you see the student grow and they go do, and we're already kind of getting, you know, that slowly. Like I'm starting to see guys and I'm like, dang, this guy opened a shop. This guy did this. And I'm like, for me, that's everything. That's the legacy you want to leave and show your family, your kids, whoever it is, like you can do it. Because like for me at least, like if I were to like be talking to like a 10-year-old me right now about what I'm doing right now, he would be like, you're crazy. You know, like that'd be cool. You know, I don't think he would be like, oh yeah, you can do it. Like I think he'd be like, oh, that'd be sick, you know. But for me, like I'm doing it for like the youngest version of myself. Whether he's a troublemaker, but just has good intention, doesn't know how to put the energy. But I think, you know, we found a way how to transfer that energy, and you know, I'm doing it for that version of me. I could probably write a book.
Yeah, later.
That'll be later.
That'll be later.
Then I'll actually start crying. I don't think Ricky's ever even seen me cry. So. Ready?